In this video, we're going to touch on a pretty hot topic right now, guys, and that is scalping and whether or not you should be scalping out a trade very quickly or maybe looking for the home run or possibly doing both. Here's what's coming up in this video, guys. We're going to talk about the effect volatility has on scalping and how we need to then expand our range and expand our expectations for ranges. And then we'll give you some examples as well of how you can use scalping in your trading. Let's get things started here, guys, because this is an interesting topic in the sense that we've had more volatility come back into the market recently. When should we be looking for a quick scalp and then also maybe looking to hold some longer?
Yeah, look, I'm going to use an example here, and I'll start with something like a DATS, like DATS, which has been doing tens of millions of shares recently and had some massive moves. And when you get small caps that are moving, a lot of times taking advantage of that volume is going to be that scalping trade. But sometimes you need to hold for bigger moves. And I'm going to use a 15-minute chart, just to start to show you guys what I mean here. Now, when you break out of an established range, like you look back here at 950 and when it had this bottom end range and you get the breakout, this is an example where you're making a new range, you have a big gap to fill, you want to be holding on to your trades. You can get 50-cent dollar winners, that's 5%, 10% type of returns, and you see that theme continue when it broke out of this range at the top here at 1375, and then when it broke the bottom at 15 even, big expanded moves. However, you can see with my executions here that when it comes back into a known and established range, you want to change your game. So as I can quickly slide over to the minute chart, and I showed you we're getting into an established range. Now you're breaking out this morning. This is your whole type of idea. But like I showed you in that 15-minute chart, you start to get into that 11 to 25 area where there was resistance at that 25 at the 15-minute chart. You're breaking out here, but I know there's known resistance after the plunge. So when you take this long after the halt, I'm thinking to myself, I know that I need to think about 20 to 40 cent wins, and at the top end, that's 70 to 80, not the dollar moves. And then I actually want to be shorting in front of that known resistance, up in front of that 1250, and then once again getting out for those shallower moves. And as I slide you back in to the 15-minute chart, when in doubt, zoom out. I knew this was going to be the case because all I had to do was look at yesterday's action after the flush, guys. And it's a simple thing that when we got back into this range, you had all kinds of support and resistance down here at 11 and then up at that at 1250. So once we got into that price area, I anticipate that things will slow down in there, and I want to play it in both directions. The first time you get into those ranges, that's when you want to sit there holding it. But after that, you can start to scalp trade.
Yeah, and that was another point here. I think if you look at a day trade chart here, a day chart for plugged power, and I think when you're talking about looking to scalp versus looking to hold, if you're going to hold something, you have to be at these key levels, right? You have to be at these bottoms, 24, you have to see some support on a longer term, because then if you were long down here, you could say, you know what, even if you got long on this 50-period break right here, you have your outs down here. So you could go, $26 long, and then you're out 23.50. And look at the upside, you have 34, 35, right up to that 200 period. So if you're using charts like this, I think it makes sense. And then look what we did today on a day trade, right? So here we go. We talked about maybe possibly plug being a little too high. So as a day trade here, buy, out, average in. When it breaks the key level, you get out right away. And then now we're buying again on support here. So multiple trades if you're scalping throughout the day. But if you're looking for longer term holds, make sure you zoom out and grab that day chart and find some support and or resistance, Brendan.
And understanding when volatility increases, we get higher than expected volatility, which increases the range of stocks we are trading. So a little bit of both may be the answer here, guys, when it comes to whether or not we should be scalping or holding for longer trades. Here's Miss V.
Hey guys, thank you for this great explanation. Dear viewers, please subscribe to this channel to see more great videos.